Or the disrespect before you play back, button check. Button check.
What up, Button Check family? Welcome back to yet again another episode of Checking These Buttons. We definitely got some hot ass topics because stuff is hitting the fan right now. Anyway, let's get these buttons. Chapters down below if you want to skip around to a certain subject. And of course, that sub button is right there. Thank you guys for helping the channel grow. Without further ado, ladies and gents, let's get them. All right, and now into them buttons that need to be checked today. We're going to be talking about a pro that was actually paid to shut the hell up. We're going to talk about Arslan Ash saying Tekken 8 is possibly too complicated and Capcom losing their damn minds. Ladies and gents, let's go. All right, now into them first set of take this money and shut the hell up buttons that need to be checked. So this is one of the more hilarious ones that I've seen in a long time. FGC's reacting to it. So there's a player in the FGC, pro player, right, by the name of Peter Susini, aka Flash or Flash Metroid. Been in the FGC for a long time. I know at one point he was on Excellent Adventures. He's been around for a minute. And when I say Excellent Adventures, I mean he was a guest a few times on Excellent Adventures. Well, there's another player by the name of @NateBanks who really doesn't appreciate, I guess, Flash's tweets, and he offered the man $200 to shut the hell up. So it starts right here with, I can't even talk. It starts right here when Flash posted this saying, long sets in a game are as useless as they have ever been. Most people just RPS more as the set goes on and they get more comfortable. And that's when Nate Bank responds to that saying, serious offer, I'll pay Flash $200 to stop tweeting for the rest of the summer. I think we could all use a break. Flash actually responds to that saying, I got you, my PayPal is, and you can see it right here. And then Nate says, Friday, September 22nd is the end of summer. Basically, like, that's as long as you got to stay off this damn app. Also saying, you promise, I need some I need some kind of security. Mike and Ike weighs in saying, shit, send that my way. I'll delete Twitter off my phone. But then Nate says, I enjoy your tweets. That's the difference. Others responding to this as well, and apparently he actually did it. He gave the man $200, but it didn't go down the way he thought he would. He followed it up with this saying, I paid Flash $200 to leave Twitter for the summer. He promised he would, as seen in the photos. He received the money, backtracks, and refunds me. Kudos on the refund. But I appreciate it if you were a man of your word next time. And then you can see this is like the screenshots he posted where he said, you got the money. Peter said, I refunded your money. You can save us both the time of getting your refund later. He says, I sent an amount. I sent you close to 300 in my currency. Do leave Twitter. I sent it, so leave Twitter. Peter responded saying, I can't trust random nerds raging on Twitter, so you can get a refund September 23rd because you sent it like you bought something. Nice try though. Nate responds saying, okay, first of all, not raging, never lost my temper, just don't like you. I guess you gotta appreciate the honesty, right? He says, just don't like you. Second, the only option was to have it as a gift for my family and friends. You're not my family or my friend. You stole $7K. Why would I think you'd give 200 back? Flash responds saying, nothing like ancient, already resolved drama just to justify being an asshole. Have a good one. And I think they kept going to some degree, but it pretty much ended there. But others weighing in saying, imagine turning down 200 to not post on Twitter for another month and a half. You're not about to grind like that. Punk responds as well, basically just laughing at that, and there you go. And I think if we can unpack it real quick. So first of all, he accepted it, but I guess Peter or Flash didn't like the way he sent it because he sent it as a gift, right? And knowing PayPal, like if you do it that way, there's a way that the sender could later on request a refund, right? So let's say he gives Peter that 200, Peter spends it, and then later on, he decides, like Peter was saying on September 23rd, you know what? I want that money back. He could put a request in for PayPal. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, PayPal will do something where they automatically debit back your account because of the way they sent it in the first place. Therefore, like if Peter had nothing in his account at that point, it would put him in the negative. So that's what Peter, aka Flash, was trying to say. Like, I can't trust a random nerd. You can keep that shit. But Nate was trying to say, first of all, I wasn't raging. I never lost my temper. I simply don't like you. And that was the only option I had. And then he brings up, you stole 7K. Why would I think you'd give 200 back? And Flash, of course, said nothing like ancient history. If you don't know, it is actually some ancient as history. I remember when I came into the FGC, people were randomly talking about this when you saw Flash on screen. Oh, this guy sold 7K from a friend or something. I was like, what the fuck are they even talking about? Like, somebody knows something and I have no idea, but this was a long ass time ago. And like Flash says, like, yo, it's ancient history and it's been resolved. So I don't know. I'm not even trying to touch that shit. All I know is right now, imagine being offered $200 to shut your damn mouth, to get off Twitter for a month. Is you taking that money? Let me know. All right, now to the next set of Tekken 8 is too damn complicated. Buttons that need to be checked. This one comes off for none other than the king himself, Arslan to the Ash, right? And then you got another king, right, by Ryan Hart. Both of them very well known in the FGC. Ryan was dominant a lot of his earlier career. Right now, he's more like commentating, spectating, content creating, all that good stuff. And you got Arslan Ash, who's still dominant, arguably the best Tekken player out there. And they sat down for a discussion. I believe this was at the Gamers 8 tournament. And Ryan asked the team flat out, like, what do you want from Tekken 8? One of the interesting things that stood out was Arslan, right? He actually said that I think that whole heat system is just way too much. Check out the clip.
All right, so one last question, and we're going to wrap. What do you guys want from Tekken 8?
No 2Ds.
That was quick.
But I think the new system is so confusing. Yeah. Heat engage, heat fly. It's just like, it's too much. Heat dash. Heat dash. It's like so complicated.
They've got rid of heat energy.
Bar, heat meter. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I was playing the game. I didn't try any heat stuff. I was like, just normal game. I think they should make it more simple.
All right, last one.
So damn, there you go. He said, I played the game, but I didn't even use the heat system because I felt like it was too complicated. Like heat this, heat that, heat the movie, heat the NBA team, heat. It's too much heat. So now I'm wondering if possibly the best Tekken player that there currently is saying something like that. Are the devs going to listen? But I wouldn't think they would, if I'm guessing, because it seems like, I mean, imagine like with Street Fighter 6, the biggest controversy right now is that whole drive impact. You know, the drive gauge or whatever, or drive rush, I should say. A lot of people think it's scrubby and yada yada. People are spamming it. I don't see Capcom removing it, even though a lot of people in the community are talking about it, just because it's such a huge part of the game. Could they water it down? Probably so. Now with the heat system, could the devs maybe do something with that? But at this point, the game hasn't even dropped yet. So that's why I was saying I really don't see them touching that until it kind of gets out there and maybe they make some changes with the seasons. I don't know. But for right now, we're seeing some mixed reviews, but it's to be taken with a grain of salt because once again, the damn game hasn't even come out yet for the community to get their hands on it. So we'll see how y'all feeling. Let me know. All right, now until them, Capcom done lost their damn minds. Buttons that need to be checked. Some of you might know about this. It just popped off when, like yesterday or something like that. So certain content creators making videos about it, explaining really great videos. And of course, all content creators, I'll put their links down below. So Street Fighter, the official Twitter account, posted this, right? Saying a new quality of life feature is coming with Rashid update July 24th. I even think I read this damn tweet on my last video, but I didn't read the bottom part. For some reason, my mind checked out when it says, after cancelable normal attacks, simply press MP plus MK Classic or the drive parry button Modern to perform a drive rush cancel. This is huge for a couple of different reasons, and I'll put the FGC's reactions on the screen right now. A lot of people, first of all, loving this because as you know right now, to do like that drive rush, you got to go forward. So for one, it could be like real strenuous on your hand. I know some people are like, oh, this is gonna be amazing because I have carpal tunnel and whatnot. It's gonna be great for stick users. So this actually looks like it's gonna make the game easier in a type of way. But a lot of people are concerned, namely, for the same reason we were concerned about Rashid's ass being legal for Evo, is because this seems like it might be a huge change to the meta literally like 2 weeks before Evo. What the hell's really going on right now? I see people like Infilament saying a change that buffs stick users, but an extremely dangerous change close to Evo. Others like the Kill Sage adding saying, I thought Drive Rush was balanced around the 6-6 input, but I guess not. What a scary change. And then I noticed Jayuna actually weighs in as well. Well, he doesn't weigh in so much as posting a video, right? I just post a small clip, but kind of explaining this. Check it out.
Drive Rush cancel. Where currently the way you do a drive rush is you cancel normal. Any normal that can be special cancel. You tap forward, and you get a drive rush cancel. But if you notice right here, he's not pressing forward at all. He's pressing medium punch, medium kick, aka the parry button. So now drive rush cancels can be done with the parry macro.
And then on top of that, Brian F released a dope ass video as well. His is really in depth, but we're just gonna go about, he noticed how Taquito was kind of already showing an example of something like this on Hitbox and kind of breaks it down as well. Check it out.
So Taquito already demonstrated this. This is the clip. He's not trolling right now. This is for real.
Okay, you can see like right here where he's just jabbing, Brian goes on to say that he's not trolling. He's literally just standing here doing that on his hitbox, trying to confirm. He's confirming like the dash or the forward each time. And this is hella hard to do, right? But I guess, namely, like hitbox players do it a little easier.
The moment Kiri here tried to press crouching MK, like, hey, I'm getting caged in here. What do I press? His crouching MK gets clipped on the startup frames, and he gets a full combo from it. So we'll see if this comes to have an effect on the meta. I really do think it will. I think drive rushes from lights will become much more strong, and you'll see a lot of strong characters with cancelable lights abuses a lot more. But will it have an effect on Evo? That's what we have to see.
And that's the main question, right? Will it have a dramatic effect at Evo? One of the big comments I saw that stood out, and I'm not sure, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not sure if I can find it right now, but somebody said this culture of tournaments feeling second class sucks, right? And that stood out to me, right? And the reason why they're saying stuff like that is because these are huge changes. Now, remains to be seen, obviously. We got Rashid, a whole new character, right? A whole new tech. And then we got the new 2-button drive rush that's apparently going to change the game. Will it be mega? We don't know at this point, but we do know it's going to change something, and it's 2 weeks before the biggest tournament of the year. You would think they would be like, okay, we got Rashid and we got these new changes to the meta and whatnot. We'll release it the weekend of Evo, something like that, right? Or that Sunday of Evo, some shit where it's not gonna affect the current status of people that have been training and flying all across the world to be the Evo champ. Now, these are just thoughts on my side. Some people are talking about it as well. And I'm in no way trying to say that Capcom is just shitting on Evo. It just does seem like weird timing. You know, players are questioning it. I don't like it. And like I always say, I'm not a pro player, so take my opinion with a grain of salt. Just for me, I would like, if I could talk, that they was released like a day or so after Evo. But for now, everybody's reacting. Only time will tell what the hell exactly is gonna happen at Evo. Do you think this is good changes, bad timing, good timing? How y'all feeling? Let me know. So there it is one more again. Thank you guys for tuning in. Definitely let me know how you are feeling. If we don't see you tomorrow, we'll definitely see you the next day like we just did right here. We went back to back for the last 3 days. A lot going on, man. I'm excited though. It's hype. Evo is just getting bigger and more intense and exciting the more days that pass. And once again, thank you guys for everything. And as always, I don't know what it is, but I know it's about to get better. Love y'all forever. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
All right, and now for your moment of FGC bliss. We have a FGC player that saved lives. She's a hero. She's a hero. She done saved a life. Her name is Phantom Miria. She's been around for a hot minute. She posted this the other day, and I gotta give her praise because she done saved a soul. Right here, she posted this that somebody done DM'd her, right? Saying, hey, Miss Miria, I hope you're doing great. I just read your tweet and wanted to tell you that back in 2019, I was suicidal. I went to sit down at a bridge and I was ready to jump off. So I decided to rub one out while just sitting there overthinking it, but your streams, your beautiful voice, and post-nut clarity helped me get back home and get the help I needed. You accomplished something without even knowing. Have a good rest of your day, young lady. Hero. Only in the FGC. Only in the FGC can somebody message you that they're about to kill themselves, but they nutted instead, and they thank you for the nut and the post-nut clarity. Miria. Phantom Miria. FGC hero.